we're in a nowhere place between one era and another.
We're living in a moment in time, not just of collapse, not just a moment when something is dying, but also in a moment in time when something very powerful is emerging.
We're starting to see that. It's no longer a case of mitigating our emissions, of reducing our emissions to stave off climate change. Climate change is underway. We've already changed the climate.
It's a dangerous delusion to think that space offers an escape from the Earth's problems. Dealing with climate change on Earth is a doddle compared to terraforming Mars. There's no planet B for ordinary risk-averse people.
The reason you're here today and I'm here today and everyone else is here today and most of the living world is here today is because of soil. And it's this tiny thin layer between rock and air on which everything depends, and yet we treat it like dirt.
Much of the work that we do has to stop if we've really got any chance of reaching net zero. So we need to think in a fundamentally different way about how we transition from one form of work to another.
Our own ambitious definition of regenerative design and development is that which supports the flourishing of all life for all time.
Much of the debate was dominated about redistribution, that we forgot about contribution, and we forgot about rebuilding the fabric of this country with the greatest asset that we have, which is its people.
You give people a sense of belonging and therefore meaning and purpose in life. And as a doctor and an evidence-based scientist, guess what? You get better outcomes.
We want to short-circuit through advocacy and action the more than 130-year time frame currently predicted for ending gender inequality globally.
Can we make things better and fairer for all the reasons that I've outlined earlier? And if you don't do that in the curriculum, then the same cycle repeats and you get to 2022 and you're still talking about racism.
If you give up on the idea that people's minds can change, that you can reach people, you can find common ground with people, once you give up on those things, you are essentially opening the door to tyranny, to political violence, to civil war.
The short answer is to really imagine, articulate, and express the affirmative vision of what a world will look like with greater justice.
As soon as you recognize that resilience is a collective strength, rather than this individual thing that some of us have got and some of us haven't got, as soon as you recognize that, there's examples of it everywhere around you.
We actually need to be thinking not just about the people who are on our planet now, but the future generations. Because one thing I'm absolutely sure, unless we can create resilience through design in individuals, and particularly in the children, we're not going to be able to navigate those bumps on the road ahead.